Let's talk about the animals allowed on the ark and the ages. Firstly, I'd like to say shalom, love and happiness, wisdom and understanding to those who seek divine inspiration from YAHUAH or Elohim. Now, this is Jasher chapter 6. This is one of the books that was removed out of Scripture. Take a listen.
And you shall go and seat yourself by the doors of the ark, and all the beasts, the animals, and the fowls shall assemble and place themselves before you, and such of them as shall come and crouch before you, and such of them as shall come and crouch before you, shall you take and deliver into the hands of your sons, who shall bring them to the ark. And all that will stand before you, you shall leave. Jasher 6:2 to Sephir.
Now, with that being said, some people think that all of the animals that gathered unto Noah to be loaded onto the ark were allowed on the ark, which is not true according to Jasher chapter 6. Only the animals that crouched before Noah were allowed on the ark. Only the ones that bowed, the ones that were left standing upright, those animals were left, and those are the animals that perished in the flood waters. Now, let's see the ages of the animals that were allowed to be loaded on the ark after crouching before Noah. This is the same chapter, Jasher chapter 6. Listen.
And a lioness came, with her 2 whelps, male and female, and the 3 crouched before Noah, and the 2 whelps rose up against the lioness and smote her, and made her flee from her place, and she went away, and they returned to their places, and crouched upon the earth before Noah. Jasher 6:5 to Sephir.
Now, with that being said, that tells me that only the young was loaded onto the ark, because whelps are babies. They're baby cubs. A male and a female baby cub. And these are the animals that were allowed on the ark. The young. Now, what happened to all the other animals of the earth? Let's talk about that. Where were they? This is Jasher chapter 6. Listen.
And all the animals, and beasts, and fowls, were still there, and they surrounded the ark at every place, and the rain had not descended till 7 days after. Jasher 6:10 to Sephir.
So now, that's what happened to all the other animals. They were left outside the ark. All of the animals of the world did not make it onto the ark. Only the young and only the selected few. Not every single animal made it onto the ark. This is what the world thinks, because some people will ask the question, how did all the animals of the world fit onto that ark? This is the question that some people do ask. Remember, the ark was only 300 cubits long. 300 cubits long. That's 450 feet. There's no way that could have fit all of the animals of the world at that time in that boat. So, there you have it. In a nutshell, only the young were allowed on the ark. Only the ones that crouched before Noah were allowed on the ark. And the animals that stayed upright and did not bow, those are the animals that were left to perish in the flood. Shalom.